Hi everyone, it's my first live video in a long time, so hopefully I don't make a mistake. I'm just going to check here to see if it's working. So bear with me. Just going to check in here. I'm still here. Don't worry. What you're seeing is not just a blank screen. I'm just trying to figure it all out. Okay, I think this is going to work. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. Hi everybody there. Okay. I don't know who's here, but this is just kind of a test video. Okay, so I'm here with my Chalk Couture business, and I wanted to show you something that I'm going to work on today. This is one of our pillar and post boards from Chalk Couture. I really like it. I had it in my kitchen. It was kind of the first project that I worked on. I like it because you can put it in this way, or you can put it in horizontally, so portrait. So today what I'm going to work on is this particular baby. It says looking sharp, and I don't know what he is. I used to know what he was, but I just liked him. I thought he was kind of cute. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first thing that I have to do is I have to clean off my board. So I told you that Chalk Couture paste is washable, and so I'm just going to spritz it with some water here. And I've never done this before, so hopefully it doesn't make a liar out of me. And I've got my Chalk Couture sponge. And coming out pretty good. Ooh, wow, look at that. So I've just got a tub of water beside me, and I'm using the Chalk Couture sponge here, and it helps to get all of the chalk paste off. Just got to use a little bit of elbow grease. And it's coming off. So I know people talk about when you take chalk off, sometimes you have this ghosting effect. But when you use our boards, I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to take a wipe now and clean it all off. So there we go. There is step one. And I'm using a glass mat under it, my Holtz Glass Mat. Thank you very much, Sherry Ballantyne of the Crafters Workshop. This is where I bought it, and I love it because it's so easy to clean whenever I'm working with my multimedia projects. So I'm just going to get off just anything that's inside here as well. Okay, I think that's pretty darn good, and I've got a paper towel here. So I'm just going to wipe that down. And our boards are reusable. So that's what's really nice about these. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little image here. And I am going to open it up, and I'm going to, you'll notice that there are cut lines here, and so I'm going to use my Chalk Couture trim scissors, my stencil trim scissors. I'm just going to cut along the straight edge line. There's one more here. And then there's one here. Okay, so this little hedgehog, I think, is gonna look pretty nice right about here. So I think I'll do it that way. I don't know if I could do it the other way. I could do it this way too. I think I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it, yeah. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so what you're going to do is when this is a new transfer, and if I haven't told you already, these are reusable. This is a Silkscreen Transfer, and on the back of this, I'm going to write with my magic marker, hedgehog. And you notice that on this side it's shiny, and this side it's kind of a matte side. So you want to, obviously you're going to put your transfer back on the shiny side. So on the back of it, I just label it. I'm just going to put hedgehog. And that way I know that I won't put the transfer on that side. Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way. And then the other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do what we call fuzzing. So this is a Chalk Couture towel, and on the outside it has the label, so that's the side that you fuzz on. So you start just simply going a couple of ways, and the reason you do that is because when it's a brand new transfer, it won't stretch as easily when you put it down, because you want to be able to use that transfer again. And so that is the reason for doing that, and then it's not as sticky to get off. So I am going to put the transfer here. And I didn't do it exactly straight, so I can take it off, and I'm going to use my lines here just to line it up that are on my Holtz mat. Okay. And okay, so that's pretty much lined up, and then I'm going to use 3 different colors today for my paste. I'm going to use this guava. They suggested almond, but I'm going to use this, it's called Buttercup, and then this is our new shimmer silver. So I'm going to start off with, let me see here. I'm going to, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the shimmer silver on the body here. So what I'm going to do is, and it does say paste, so I'm going to use my stir stick here, because what you want to do is make sure that you stir it up so that it is almost like a pudding-like texture, if you know what I mean. This is pretty good. It's pretty nice and smooth, but what I'm going to do is I have some distilled water, so I'm just going to give it a couple of, just some quick spritzes. And the reason I do that is just to liquefy it a little bit more so it goes on nice and smooth. Okay, so I'm ready to do this. And I'm going to use, I've got my big squeegee, my little squeegee, but I'm going to use my big one here. And I also have a multi-use tool, which is this one here. So I may just use that for some of the finer parts. We'll see. So with chalk paste, you want to work with it quickly because it does dry pretty quick. And you simply pull it down. You notice there's an edge on here. So I'm going to use that and pull it down. And it is a silk screen, so, and this is going on pretty darn smooth. I don't think I'm going to need to use my other tool. And actually, I think I may have enough. I might need a little bit more. Let's take a tiny bit more. What's nice is you can put this back into your jar if you put too much on. So now I'm just going to scrape a little bit and put back some into the jar. Okay. And I have a tub of water beside me to clean off my tools. So I'm just going to clean off my little scraper here because I want to be able to use it with the other colors. So now I'm going to close this up. Because we don't want that to dry up. And I'll just put it aside, and I'm going to take my stir stick because I want to be able to use it again. I have two other stir sticks here, but I'm a little frugal, so I just like kind of cleaning them off. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm going to do his face. But before I do that, I'm going to peel this back, and you want to go from either side to side or top down. So let's just see how it looks. Pretty good. All right. I don't know if you can see that, but, and then I'm putting it adhesive side up into my tub of water beside me. Okay, so now I'm going to do his little face. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to fuzz the image of his face. If I can get it off. My eyes are kind of failing me, and the light isn't the greatest right now. Come on, baby. Okay. So I'm just peeling it off. And again, on the back, I'm going to write down what it is. My little face hedgehog. And I'll put that aside, and then I'm going to fuzz that piece like I showed you before a couple times. You can probably hear me doing it. Sorry, I'm not showing it to you on the camera. Okay. So, all right. Here we go. So there is a little space right here for his little ear. And I'm going to put it back down. Right there. I'm not going to press too hard on this side because I don't want to pull up the paste from the other side, from the shimmering silver that I did. And I'm going to do his face with that sort of buttery yellow color. So actually, I think what I'll do is use another stir stick. And I can see that it's pretty thick, so it definitely needs some water. So I'm going to give a couple spritzes and stir it. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my multi-tool because it gets in underneath the sides here. So when I'm stirring it, I'm getting all the paste and getting a good amount of water that I am using. So that really helps a lot. I really like this multi-tool. I have a workshop coming up on October the 3rd. And so all the ladies that have registered are going to be able to purchase one. They're all going to get a small squeegee, but I will have some of these extra multi-tools because I find these things sell like hotcakes. So I've already had a few people ask me about them because you can stir with the one side, and then with the other side, this end, you can use it to put your paste, just like a tiny squeegee. And because there's so many, this one's a little bit tinier, I'm going to use this actually. I'm going to use this side just to show you how it works. So I'm going to take a little bit. I took probably too much, but that's okay because like I said, I can scrape it off after. And I'm just going to pull it down just like I did before. And I'm going to as you can see, I have already muffed up a little section. I got a little bit on his body, but it's coming off because I got it right away. That's a nice thing about this paste. Okay, so I'm going to take my bigger squeegee and scrape off the excess because I can use this again. These little jars of paste go a long way. I think that's pretty good. So let's see how this works. And just put the lid back on here. and close this up. And now we'll see how this little image came out of this little hedgehog's face. So I'm going to pull it down as opposed to from side to side. Oh, that's so cute. So you'll notice that there is a little star up there. I'm going to put this into my tub of water. Adhesive side up again. So I have one more piece that I have to put on, and that would be his nose. And his nose and his cheek. So you notice there's a little star there. So what you're going to do is you line up the star here. And his nose. I don't know if that's right. Okay, I know that his nose is over there. Let's see if this works. Okay, so his nose, I was going to do with guava. Let's see if this works. And we just need a little tiny bit. And if I make a mistake, well, you're seeing it live. I'm just going to take a little tiny bit. Oh, I should stir it up first though. So I'll just put a little tiny bit there and a little bit for his cheek right there. That should be good. Okay, so let me get my small scraper. I have a little tiny one in my bowl here. Okay. And just scrape it back in here. And let's see if it worked. Oh yeah, he's a cutie. Okay, so now I'm just going to get rid of this little piece here. Before I do, I'm going to put it upside down in my water and just very carefully wash that away. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put the lid back on my guava because I don't want it to dry up. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep those protectors in, but I just do. I just kind of think it helps. Okay, so I have this other bit here looking sharp, and I think I have enough room to put it at the bottom. I don't know, what do you think? Yikes. Okay, so I'm gonna just fuzz it like I did before, off camera, on my towel. Okay, and I think what I'll do is I'll use my yellow buttercream or whatever. What's it called? Buttermilk. Of course it is. Okay. And I'm just going to clean my hands off because I don't want to get any guck, any paste where it's not supposed to be. And because it's water soluble, it does come off pretty nicely. Let's just make sure it comes off here. And okay, so let's try to spread that out a little bit. I'm going to use my multi-tool this time. Hopefully you can see that. So this is one of those images that's got a little bit of layering. And it doesn't take very long to do. That's what I love about this stuff, is it's really fun to work with. And it looks like you've spent a long time. Well, I did think about it. Okay. I think that's it. So now I'll put that back in my tub. Put this one, just going to clean this off too before I pull that off, because the chalk does dry pretty quickly. And in case I want to do another project later on tonight, this is kind of my test, trying to do cleanup at the same time as my project. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to go from side to side. Oh, he is so cute. He is so sweet. Now, the only thing that I've noticed, maybe you can or can't see it, is up here when I went to do the yellow, I think I pulled up some. I don't know if you can see that. It sort of looks like a shade thing happening. So I could put my image back down, or I could try to fix it. So what I should have done is perhaps dried it in between with my blow dryer, with my my heat tool. Let's just get this back on. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, but I do think I could fix this up a little bit. I think what I'll do is I'll take a little bit here and just fill in this part here because I'm noticing that it got pulled up a little bit. And I guess I will learn to dry it next time. There we go. Nothing that a little bit of touch-up can't do. Okay, I think that's all right. And I think I'll leave the silver for now, and I may just touch that one up too. But not bad. Okay, I will stop my video and thank you for watching. And when I have it all fixed, I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Thanks again. Take care.